They using AI to make black women yelling about EBT cards on TikTok. Then you had armed police handcuff a teenager because AI mistook a Dorito bag for a phone.
There are fully AI generated accounts on this platform now, like full face, full video, and they're also pretending and masquerading to be black people. I'm going to show you these videos and tell you why it's a problem.
Wrap this AI by the end of the week, because now I feel like we've officially lost the plot.
A lot of people have been talking about how dangerous AI is becoming, but a lot of people are not talking about how there's certain group of people that have destruction embedded in their DNA. And these people exist on this very planet, and they are using that weapon of AI to actually target black people, black creators, black women. And unfortunately, it is actually working because there are people that are not as educated as everybody that will take most of these clips put on social media. And as a result, black creators have started getting threats. Of course, they're using black women in a very stereotypical racist way. And my goodness, much as AI is supposed to actually be used by the rest of the world for creativity, for entertainment, for security, and really to advance technology, US in particular is just very... Anyway, I want us to look at some of what these people are using AI to do and to insinuate on black people. And you see what we're talking about, if there's really a bone in the issue we are talking about here. And what are we even going to do about this? Because this is getting out of hand and it needs to be dealt with, or else we are already in bad times, but we are heading towards the worst. I want us to watch this. We'll come back and talk about it. Do me a favor, like the video, share it, and I'll be back with more.
They using AI to make black women yelling about EBT cards on TikTok. Then you had armed police handcuff a teenager because AI mistook a Dorito bag for a firearm. A lot of folks is lost in the sauce of objectivity when it comes to AI, but listen, baby, it's very subjective. AI generates covertly racist decisions about people based on their dialect. They all operate off of language models. These language models are known to perpetuate systemic racial prejudice, making their judgment based on problematic ways about groups such as African Americans. But the language models are only going to get better. This was spooky right here. As AI tools get smarter, they're growing more covertly racist. Experts find that. Whether you a AI optimist or AI pessimist, you got to be able to acknowledge all the net benefits and all the harms that come from this. Now, some people might want to highlight how Memphis is using AI to strengthen cybersecurity and how AI is bringing all these great jobs to the black community in Memphis. But the harms and impacts, someone argue they outweigh the net benefits. If we see that the individuals or the communities in Memphis have to deal with air pollution and the risk of losing clean water at the expense of cybersecurity defense, AI is literally putting digital blackface on steroids. It got so bad that OpenAI had to stop generating MLK deepfakes because folks was doing very nefarious things with it. AI is creating a reality where they're able to do nefarious things in their imagination using black bodies and all the pathology they have around us. Now it's being embedded everywhere. Search engines, all different type of apps, all different type of grocery stores, all different type of industries, all embedding AI into their shit.
Oh my goodness. So I'm sure we're all aware of the video that went viral of the black kid with the ski mask, you know, talking about, hey, we coming for ICE, right? Because the cartel put a bounty on your head, 50K, and we all coming for you. And sure enough, it made its round across the internet. It went so far that the DHS even posted it and was like, listen, y'all mess with our ICE agents, we're gonna come for you, you cowards. Oh. That being said, every black person who saw that video, who saw the caption of, oh, we getting a 50K bounty from the cartels to get ICE agents, everyone with an IQ above room temperature was like, this is BS. This isn't real. This is not real at all. But sure enough, the only people that would look at a video like that with that caption be like, yeah, you see what's going on? Are racists. Those are only people, bro. The lineage of evil. And that's exactly what happened, all right? Because I don't know how anyone can think that black people right now who are going to attack ICE agents for what? A 50K, what, from the cartel? How's that gonna work, huh? What, is it gonna be a drop off of money? What, they gonna, as far as cash app us the 50K? Like, these people are so racist when it comes to the Neanderthal mindset of black person bad, white person good, that they're so racist that they fall into the stereotypes of like, yeah, that sounds reasonable. That absolutely sounds plausible of black people attacking ICE agents for 50K. This is how stupid many of these racists are. but that's besides the point. I want people to understand that this kid's life was in danger because he posted a video talking about, hey, I was getting death threats, you know, they were attacking me, and he didn't know why.
So I'm getting these mad messages from my DMs and social media and on my comments. And I randomly get a text message talking about a recent video that was posted on my account. I was like, what are y'all talking about? I get threats daily on IG and everywhere all over my social media all of a sudden.
We come to find out that the video that went viral, that the DHS posted, was doctored. It was a fake. It was a fraud, okay? Now, we see the caption was edited maliciously. And I want you to understand that. That's what they're doing, okay? Because this story really, in a nutshell, is emblematic of Black Americans' relationship with this country. Because you want to know what the original video was about? The original video was like, you seen what we can do, Iran, you know, we united, and with the American flag, you know, we coming for you. That's what the video was about. He was bolstering, you know, the American bravado of like, hey, we united, right? We can do this together with the American flag. Bruh, this entire time, this mofo was talking about, hey, we America, we united, we're American, I'm just like you. And these demons, this lineage of evil, used that video, took the caption off, and tried to make him appear like he's some type of thug. Damn. I want you to understand what you're dealing with. And just a side note, this is really, I'm struggling with this, okay? Because I get that we have a lineage here and we got, you know, our ancestry and all, but at the same time, it's very difficult.
They are using AI to try to paint Black people in a certain light and continue to push the narrative that we're uneducated, that we're dirty, that we're animalistic, that we're violent, that, you know, we just need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. We don't care about ourselves. They're using AI to push this narrative. How many silly AI videos of Black people have you seen? So many. How many silly videos of any other race of people have you seen? Me personally, I haven't seen not one. Because you come on this app and you see in real life, in real time, that Black people are educated. Black people are aware. Black people do have community. Black people have lots of culture. Black people are kind-hearted. We are resilient. We are so many great things. And we come on this app and we show y'all the reality. So I don't know who, I can't put a name on it, but there are people in higher places that want to continue to push this narrative that Black people, you know, or whatever they want people to believe. When we know who are actually, we come on this app and we see who are actually the dirty ones, who are actually the dumb ones, okay? Who are actually the people who just don't do no type of research. Fuck a statistic, right? Because it doesn't matter, right, that Black fathers are the most involved father in their child's life of any other race. Statistic can prove that. It doesn't matter statistically that Black women are the most educated group of people, right? That doesn't matter. Statistics and proof does not matter. So it's just so draining, and I really want y'all to just really pay attention to what's being put out there via AI, because I have not seen anybody of any other race looking crazy. Let me know if y'all have, but I've only seen Black people, older Black women talking raunchy, doing raunchy stuff, kids, Black kids saying inappropriate things. I've seen videos of fat Black people falling through floors. If it's not a Black person, then it's an animal when it comes to AI.
Hey y'all, have y'all seen this? Christy Nome and ICE have basically posted this video and took this verbiage on here, basically saying that these young Black men are calling for a bounty on ICE's head. Problem is, that's not what the video is about. This young man made this video about over a month or so ago, and in his video, it actually shows this, where they're talking about Iran. However, Homeland Security, ICE, DHS, Christy Nome's team, took his video, must have scouring TikTok for videos, took his video, used AI to take off the words he had on it, and put these words on it to make it look as if these Black young men are saying they have a bounty on ICE's head. And this is so dangerous because this young man is now receiving death threats, and it just perpetuates that mindset of that these young Black men are out here, and like the young Black men are even thinking about ICE or even making bounties on ICE. The reality is most young Black men aren't even paying attention to what ICE is doing. And it's evident in the way they comment and ask like, what's going on? If they're not in their city, they're not paying attention to what's going on. But this is to rage bait and to get us all worked up, because the bottom line is they're mad that Black people aren't reacting. So they keep trying these little things, going into the neighborhoods and you know, zip tying children together to get us to try to come outside, you know, making making up stories and lies to try to get us to come outside. Now they're taking young black men's videos off of the internet, changing the verbiage and reposting it. And if this young man hadn't been getting the death threats and seen it, he wouldn't have been able to even come out and say this isn't what I had and show his real video. So it's highly dangerous, and we probably need to be having conversations with our young black men about what they're posting on the internet, because he said, I was just posting it, as a joke about Iran, but with the mask and all of that, they're using that to try to perpetuate this ideology that these young black men are thugs, and now they're coming after ICE. And so now what do we need? People that are psychos seeing this on the internet and now looking for young black men and attacking them because they think this is what, young black men are doing, that they're coming for ICE, when meanwhile ICE ain't even probably on their mind at all. So please talk to your sons, show them the video of the young man. I'll put his name in here. At his video, you can go to his page and see where he's actually talking about all the death threats that he's receiving. But this is what our government is trying to do, and y'all want to sit up here and say they ain't racist, huh? While they're sitting up here trying to lie on young black men, but they're not racist. Okay.
AI and police brutality. Let's talk about it. Last week, a black high school student was held at item point, and school officials say that the AI that caused that worked as designed. Imagine this. The student, who was black and 16 years old, had just emerged from football practice. He was probably tired and hungry, and he was just waiting for his ride to go home and do his homework, when suddenly he was swarmed by cop cars, right? They came with their items drawn at him. He was ordered to the ground and handcuffed because the police thought that he had an item in his pocket for which he was about to be arrested. But he didn't have anything in his pocket other than a bag of chips. Obviously, the student was immensely traumatized, and he later told reporters that he literally believed he was going to die, and he had no idea why. Why did this all happen? Well, the high school, Kenwood High School of Baltimore County, had recently deployed an AI company to kind of take part in their security measures. And that company is supposed to detect weapons on campus. And when they saw this student with their hand in their pocket, getting their Doritos bag, they assumed it was a weapon. Human in the Loop did his or her job, right? They said, no, this is a false positive, don't call the police. But the school principal didn't see that. And so this totally innocent student was forced to suffer a traumatizing experience at the ripe old age of 16 because of AI, right? Police brutality is already a virulent issue that we have to contend with all the time in America, particularly Black Americans. We also know that policing without AI is super harmful and super racialized, right? Mass incarceration is such a horrible problem in the United States, and it disproportionately impacts Black and brown people, and that's without AI. But imagine this: police brutality, racialized policing, right? Biased policing, all supercharged by something that itself is fundamentally biased, AI. So this is the problem with your intense ChatGPT habit, or the fact that you and your friends love making deepfakes with celebrities of each other, right? It desensitizes you to the real harms that AI can cause, particularly against marginalized people. In my regular life, I'm the founder of a social impact startup, and I think about AI all of the time, and I talk and write a lot about the intersection of AI, machine learning, and the criminal legal system. I just wanted to update you on all of the weird things that AI can do now, right? Did you know that many police departments across the country use AI to write their police reports? And the police report is the foundational document of the criminal legal system. Or did you know that AI is used in algorithms to determine what bail amount you might get, or what your sentencing recommendations might get? Do you get probation, or will you go straight to prison? There's an AI for that. Did you know that your Ring camera is now accessible by ICE and also the Secret Service and also the Navy? I'm not an AI hater, right? I think that in the right hands for the right problems, AI and machine learning can do amazing things, right? AlphaFold, solving the protein folding problem, or using AI and machine learning to discover a cure for cancer, a cure for other diseases. That's amazing. But when it's used in these carceral ways to surveil mass populations to incarcerate people, that's terrifying and incredibly dystopian. We're moving towards a surveillance state, people, and you should be terrified. Stay well.
I was recently made aware of a series of AI videos featuring Black women in a bad light. I appreciate the efforts of Jeremy Carrasco, who you see right here, who took his time to point out the harms of creating AI videos such as this, in which Black women are screaming at the camera and also yelling at customer service trying to use their EBT cards. These images are terrible. First off, Black women as a collective are not acting like this. Moreover, promoting these images by use of AI confirms harmful stereotypes about Black people to those who have anti-Black sentiment. And this is why I've always had an issue with AI and how it's being used nowadays in order to make video. Because people who are bigoted are going to take this and try to convince the public of things that are not true. And we know that certain politicians, those who will not be named, actually will believe these videos and use it to inform policies. You also have people online who do not have proper media education who will look at these videos and believe them to be true. How many times have we had a parent or a relative look at AI online, whether it be music or an actual image, and believe that and try to tell you, oh, look, so-and-so have a song together, or can you believe this is happening over in this area of the world? Ultimately, I'm not with it. I do believe there should be laws in place that say what AI can and cannot do. Come on, y'all, there are better ways to use it than this.
There are fully AI-generated accounts on this platform now, full face, full video, and they're also pretending and masquerading to be Black people. I'm going to show you these videos and tell you why it's a problem. Everybody's talking about the DoorDash girl. I was looking at certain videos and I came across this one.
I saw the original video of the DoorDash girl, and I'm a little bit confused now that I woke up and see everything that's happening. When I saw it, I said, hey, I understand why DoorDash, well, I guess fired you, and why you're blocked from the app. Now, as for the guy...
That's a little weird, right? Why are they saying the same thing in a very similar tone and a very similar cadence? Is there a script? Is somebody copying somebody? Or is that video on the right fucking AI? It's an AI. And not just that video, her entire fucking page is artificial intelligence generated video. Okay? Now, when you look at the page, you can kind of tell. It's just gibberish. There's no like links or anything, no name. But when you just scroll by these videos, it's pretty hard to tell unless you're really paying attention to how she speaks.
I watched this video like 15 times before I realized it was AI. And the thing that gave it away...
I legit watched this video like 15 times before I realized it was AI.
I think that's the original one. I'm pretty sure that's the original one. Oh, but it's not just her.
No, please tell me you've seen that video of the bride saying, you can't hurt me. This is what my mother-in-law bought to wear to our wedding. And baby, it was a whole wedding gown. Dog, please tell me you've seen that video of the bride saying, you can't hurt me. This is what my mother-in-law bought to wear to our wedding. And baby, it was a whole wedding gown.
So let's break this down. On a major level, people are making videos and content, and the AI is just kind of downloading that video, transcribing it, and then generating a fake person, and then another fake video in the background, by the way. If you do notice, those last two clips had two different videos in the background, and then even the train one was different from the original one that I had showed you. So they're also now generating a fake video of that in the background, and you really can't tell the difference. Not only are they like, stealing content, farming, whatever, and now this account has 200,000 fucking likes from just stealing content. Sure, whatever. Think about the fucking implications of what you just saw. You can go search up those creators and see people stitching them as if they're real creators. Now, the content is real for now, but even the content there is AI generated. How long until they bring up some shit that never happened? And it's insane that they are doing this with black people and specifically black women. This is the worst it's going to be, by the way. I know you might be like, well, I can actually tell because she's not moving that much. And she's like, keep giving them notes on what to change. Every issue that we say this has, they eventually will fix. They're, back in the day when ChatGPT was like, oh, you got 4 fingers, 6 fingers. They have 5 fingers now. It's all good. They will fix this and they will make it bad. Think about the implications of being able to just, this is most likely a real woman's face or an amalgamation of 2 or 3 real women. And it's most likely that woman's same voice. You can literally have anybody say whatever you want and start a narrative. And then you can have a fake background in the back saying that this is real. They can say, wow, look at all these 8 black people jumping this white baby in Colorado. And then they'll have 10 other accounts make the same video. And you're going to keep scrolling and be like, man, actually, that must have happened. Even with this DoorDash video, a lot of people are talking about a video that no one has ever seen before. Now imagine if you could make that video appear in real time. We're cooked, bro. We're cooked.
Hey fam, so the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem's outfit, is now weaponizing social media against the American people and putting Americans' lives at risk. The Department of Homeland Security ex-Twitter account posted this video purporting to show a group of young black men threatening ICE agents, saying there's a $50,000 bounty on your heads and we're coming for you. And then they make a threat back and say that if you threaten ICE agents, we're coming to get you. Well, it turns out the video is an AI fake. An astute user on ex-Twitter noticed that the Homeland Security video, which is a TikTok video, they've actually changed the caption on the video. The original TikTok video has a completely different caption. It's not about ICE at all. It's about Iran. They even changed the music. That's how you know it was re-edited, because the musical track on the clip is different. The caption is completely different. And they've essentially used this young man's video in order to create a fake appearance, a fake threat against ICE from young black men. So they've weaponized anti-blackness. They've weaponized a lie that these federal agents are being threatened and that there's a bounty on their heads, which they've apparently made up. And they're using anti-blackness in order to create this fake sense of threat. That is your government using your resources, your tax dollars, in order to weaponize American social media to get those Americans death threats, because that's what's happening to this young man. Here's a little bit of his video in which he talks about the fact that since this video has gone viral, he's now getting death threats. Take a listen.
I get threats daily on IG and everywhere all over my social media all of a sudden due to an old video I posted months ago about Iran. Iran, that was not to be a threat. It was literally a joke, bro. Like, seriously, it's just content. Anyways, once I seen that video that was posted in my account, then I was like, what the fuck? Well, didn't I post this like months ago? Then I seen the caption, and then I was like, wait, I didn't do that. I still got the video saved on my draft from months ago on TikTok, bro. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Now, here's the fucked up part. The federal government is involved with something that I didn't do.
So, this is insane. First of all, that young man should sue Paging Van Crump or any lawyers that want to try to represent him. You should absolutely sue. But secondly, the fact that your government is actually creating this false sense of threat using your social media, that should ring alarms for you. And secondly, it is those federal agents or whatever they are that are masked, showing up in regular clothes, gang tackling people in the streets, not showing their faces, not showing warrants, busting into people's homes, grabbing people who have their children with them, going into school pickup lines, They're the ones who are presenting the threat. They're the ones who are terrorizing Americans, violating the 4th and 5th Amendment rights. They're the ones who are busting into people's homes. They're the ones who are presenting the threat. They've crashed into people's cars and then arrested the people in the cars that they hit. There's been a drunk driving incident. These people are out of control, and yet they want you to believe that the real threat is young black men who are threatening ICE agents, something they've invented by stealing this young man's content. If your government can steal your content in order to weaponize a falsity, a lie against Americans, in order to get Americans' lives, in order to get Americans, death threats, threatening their lives, that's your government doing that to you. What else could they do using your social media in order to create fictions and lies that they could use against the American people? Wake up. This government is dangerous. This regime is incredibly, incredibly dangerous and malevolent, and they are weaponizing your government against you. Hopefully that young man is safe. We're looking to interview him on the Joy Reid Show. I will keep you posted on whether we're able to get in touch with him. But young man, stay safe, young brother, because this is what the government is now. He had no idea this was even coming. He didn't ask for this, but here we are. Stay safe out there, everybody. Stay woke.
This is actually a video I've been wanting to make for a minute now. I feel like I don't gotta show too many clips. So what's the deal with these new AI generated videos in black people, specifically black women? That's what I'm gonna be talking about. I feel like I haven't made a race theory type video in a minute, so go ahead, grab you a seat. We about to have a lecture, you know how we get in. AI is redefining, actually no, I'm gonna use a different word, repurifying the term minstrelsy, and I'm gonna explain why I made that distinction. I feel like the term minstrelsy has already been redefined and stretched to fit contemporary phenomenons, but what I'm arguing is AI returns the term back to a core aspect of its original definition, hence the term repurification. You look at the definition, you'll see something like this: song and dance comic routines based on stereotype depictions of African Americans. But today, I've seen people use the term minstrelsy to describe new phenomenons like black conservative influencers or black reality TV shows like Baddies. Notice in those instances, the face that's perpetuating that black stereotype is a black person. Yes, I know that they're being exploited by white production teams, but their face, there's still a crucial black actor in there. And while this doesn't offset the cost in any way, that crucial black actor does receive something, whether it be popularity or monetary. Candace Owens, she gets a check. The women on Baddies, they get a check. White supremacy thinks that's a small price to pay. So my question then becomes, what price does AI pay to perpetuate the same stereotype? I don't even think y'all hearing me, because these AI generated videos don't need a black puppet, because they'll just generate one. It doesn't need to wait for the perfect moment to capitalize off a black person acting ghetto, because it can just generate that moment. Because the part of this definition that I skipped over is that minstrel shows are typically performed by white actors with black in face. Because all along, real minstrelsy never even needed a black person. So when white AI can just put on a black face, clearly that's enough to entertain them.
They're so obsessed with black women being poor and on food stamps that they've been creating AI videos with black women talking about, I got 7 kids, who gonna feed my 7 kids? Remember when I told y'all, like, degeneracy, right? Because I study these people, they're very degenerate. You're gonna create an AI video like that? Are you kidding me? The more educated I've become, the more angry I've become. It's like I kind of wish I was dumb a little bit like a lot of these people, like the racists. I'm serious. Because the more educated I become, the more dysfunctional I realize these people are. And I also realize they get away with a lot of things that anybody else would be called lunatics for, right? People would call me a lunatic if I behaved like this. People would call me, there would be people studying the black woman if she had these tendencies, psychopathic tendencies, sociopathic tendencies.
How come every single time AI gets advanced, AI gets a new upgrade, something crazy happens with AI, the first people that you make artificial content about are black people? You immediately make AI content surrounding black people, mocking black communities, or just, am I the only one that's finding that just a little fucking weird? Just genuinely a little weird. I'm not saying it's racism, but it's a little weird. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. Why is the first thing you guys test out when it comes to AI black communities, black stereotypes? Why is the AI videos of a black pastor with a Bentley parked in a church and an iced out cross behind him? What are we doing here? It's hard to phrase this because I know I'm gonna get, it's not that deep, it's not that deep, it's not that deep. It is that deep for me. Deadass.
These AI videos are absolutely caricatures of black women. It is racial fetishization. We know no matter how many times y'all get on here on your AI page and post that you're a black person behind the account, that you are not a black person behind the account. These AI clips are using AAVE, eating fried chicken, watermelons, and doing mukbangs. It's the obsession with black women. The obsession with using black women as comedic relief. We don't just have the white tea people to blame. We also have black men, the Tyler Perrys, the Martin Lawrences, who dressed up as black women for comedy. That's why the world sees us as a joke. Plus the history of minstrelsy, white tea people doing blackface. These AI videos are digital blackface. And it's so disgusting to me because I know that this is how the rest of the world has to view black American women. These AI short videos that view us as unintelligent, greedy, ghetto beings.
All right, I need y'all to tell me if I'm tripping or not. Y'all don't find it weird that the 92%, the black women, said that we were going to sit back, not involve ourselves in any of this stuff going on because we did our part during the election. We're not going to overextend ourselves for people who did not care to vote with us. Y'all don't find it weird that all of a sudden we're starting to see like all these weird AI videos, either A, using our likeness to express support for different things that we are not in support of, that we didn't say we were in support of, or B, using our likeness to further degrade us by perpetuating harmful stereotypes. I saw this one video of this girl who was like sitting down, like making a video. It's supposed to be a black girl, and she took a bite of a chicken leg and ate the entire chicken leg in one bite. And there was another one of this young girl cussing her mom clean the fuck out, like just going off on her.
School! I'm not going! Don't make me clock you! I'll clock you into a cafe.
Clean up this room now.
You clean it up. I didn't ask you to birth me, so don't boss me around, old bitch.
Like every chance to get, you old, ho, you old, like over and over and over again. And I'm like, who is this for? I feel like they're just trying to use black women as puppets. Like if they can't willingly get us to be involved in this, they're gonna figure out a way to put us in this against our will. That seems to be a running theme lately, right? Black women not having bodily autonomy. You know, like the Adriana Smith case where she was declared brain dead in February, but was forced due to whatever laws in the state of Georgia to be on a ventilator so that she can give birth to a baby that was born 1 pound. Mind you, she didn't give birth. They used her as an incubator. They used her as an incubator so that she can have this baby, and then stuck her family with the damn bills. Like, this shit is going too far. Like, what's to stop them from using these like AI black women as influencers and not paying actual real black influencers? I saw this one AI video. It's supposed to be like this young girl talking about something. Oh yeah, we use men for this, and if he's not driving this, then don't be with him, and this, that, and the other. And I feel like they're trying to use that to cause like a divide within our community, because there will be some men that see that and think that this is really how black women are. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this AI shit. And if it's a black person doing this, y'all really need to stop, because y'all are really doing harm to our community. And if it's a white person doing this, to be expected.
Has anyone else been getting AI slap of black people doing the most random things, everything from mundane activities all the way to some of the most aggressive stereotypes I've seen in years? I don't think it's a coincidence, and I don't think we're going to see any less of it anytime soon. In her book, Black Meme, Legacy Russell talks about the commodification of black aesthetics in the digital space, and she sort of connects it to this kind of reanimation of black affect, so black emotional states and things like that. And I don't think she could have predicted or anticipated per se that we would be seeing the reanimation of black image this soon. And the way it's not just a performance of blackness, but a minstrelsy, is that minstrel shows starting in the 1830s and 40s were an interpretation of blackness. They weren't the real thing. It was a performance of blackness by white people who did not necessarily interact with them or bother to get the fullness of their experience for the performance. AI is an interpretation of blackness in the exact same way. Only the people who are inputting the material are tweaking it and adjusting it based on their own stereotype preferences or on what's going to go viral or their own nefarious fantasies along racial lines. Minstrel shows weren't just kind of on the fringe of society. They eventually became the most dominant form of entertainment. And I think AI is heading in a similar direction. I think the proliferation of things like ChatGPT, how widespread it is, sort of litmus test for how far we're willing to use it and how much we can rely on this technology to form our basis for entertainment. So it's pretty spooky that AI is being used in all these ways by all these people who are either seeking to make money or racist, or maybe even both. Ultimately, all AI is doing is repurposing people's most base desires. And if their desire is to consume an image of black people in the most negative way, that's concerning.
Welcome back to the channel, my people. I do hope that from wherever you are watching this from, you are doing all right. Hopefully God has protected you and preserved you very well. Thank you to all of you that keep supporting me on here. And of course, my members, you guys were the biggest cups. You do me amazing. You support this channel through the membership programs. And for that, I really, really do appreciate you so very much. And we are back to today's saddening, dangerous reality. One of the things that I can't get out of my mind right now is how certain people are such a cancer. And I mean this well, by the way, I mean well when I say this. But we have a certain group of people that are like a cancer to the world, to the planet. Everything that was created for something meaningful, they always want to turn it into destruction. Whatever they touch. And not all of them. But I completely understand where they're coming from now, especially knowing that if they blatantly be racist, they're going to be held accountable. They're going to be fired from their jobs. So there's just a lot of restraint. They are in chains. And oh my Lord, they can't breathe because hatred is inherent and embedded in their DNA. That even when they breathe, that's what they want to breathe. Some of the things that are supposed to make a world a better place, and I'm not even saying AI is such a beautiful thing. I've never been a very good advocate of that. But the fact that the rest of the world can use it for something better, but when it comes to the US, specifically US and other predominantly palm-colored communities, these people are destructive. What is wrong with them? Why are they so mad? Why are they so hateful? Those are some of the questions. Why are they so miserable that they have to go out of their way and start framing Black people as if they have not done enough damage already? Young people getting threats, Black women literally being framed and stereotyped in these videos because to them that is entertainment, literally making a bag of Black people. What does that have to tell us about them? They lack talent and authenticity because authenticity comes from Black culture. So mocking it, yeah, that's the way to go because it is so easy to attract the same people that think like them and watch all of that because it kind of gives them relief to feel like, oh, we're not so badly off. The other people are bad. They have to convince them. And to make matters worse, this is literally turning into politics. Politics. People in government, federal workers using this against Black people. Federal workers literally trying to portray that it's Black people that are badly off if EBT is taken away. Don't we know that 37% of palm-colored people are on these benefits and it's only 26% of Black people? Don't we know that Black people are going to survive even if it's not going to be the best, because acknowledging that, oh, Black people are going to survive and all of that, and also dismissing the fact that this is not how life is supposed to be like because you are literally putting people into this position when you have money, when the nation pays taxes to make sure that it can afford people these little tokens, right? Yeah, even if Black people are going to survive, it still is not going to be that good. It's going to be hustling, much as, yes, they've always been hustling. But are we ignoring the fact that you have a lot of palm-colored people that you've not portrayed in AI videos, showing them fighting and robbing stores? What are you trying to insinuate? So that you set Black people up? And I've come across a lot of videos too of palm-colored people talking about if you see someone taking something, do not make an alarm because this government is putting us in this. But guess what? They will grab the videos of Black people and that's what they are going to use. And it's becoming dangerous. Very dangerous to an extent that even AI itself sometimes detects and be like, this is getting out of hand, and they blocks some of this content. As if it is not enough that the AI, whatever's stations are put and built in Black communities, and they're literally polluting and unaliving people with their mass production and all the Western chemicals they produce, that actually Black people don't even have safe drinking water in most of these areas, as if that is not enough. Yeah? While other countries are using AI to do better. It makes sense why Trump is obsessed with AI. Yes, because he knows he can get away with doing so many things in the name of, no, that wasn't me. But hey, I feel like these are lawsuits actually putting themselves on the table because there's not so much regulation against AI. Guess what? these are lawsuits that are providing themselves to you black people, to the black community, to the minorities. Yes, because you need to sue these people and hold them accountable. That federal whatever, that literally released a video that had nothing to do with that black man insinuating that they wanted to take money from cartels so that they target whatever ICE agents, those need to pay. They need to pay. Like I was saying, while the rest of the world, China is advancing at a very good, mediocre white people are using AI to make sure they get more bolder in being more racist and more hateful. And you still have questions why people have a problem with you? Because from the beginning, your history tells it. But even this, with the obsession Trump has with it, right? His followers, just like him, same thing with his followers. Yeah, that obsession is to make sure that they bring danger. They've wanted a civil war so bad. They have wanted a race war so bad. And this, what they are doing, right, is actually now becoming more dangerous. And I think the elites in the black community, it is really time for them to really do something about this, because or else they are going to use black people for their own propaganda. But I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section, because for me, for today, that's it. I do love all of you, and I want you guys to stay safe. And yeah, see you guys later.